Hi everyone, so today we are gonna learn about array. I'm gonna explain 1D array and 2D array with explanation with examples, and I will also write the code of those in the code blocks too in C language only. Okay, so let's gotta listen carefully because this is an important topic which will help you in the upcoming topics and all. So we're gonna start 1D array. So 1D array is a collection of similar data types. For example, that is int, double, float, character, and an array of character is also known as string. And if you want to declare a array, then first of all you have to write the data type, then variable name. Array name can be anything: a1, a2, a3. Other than the keywords, I'm gonna show you how to declare an integer array. First of all, we will write int in the data type part. Then in array name, it can be a1, a2, array1, array2, or my name, your name, Preetham1, Preetham2. And in the bracket, there will be size. Means in the a1 array, there can be 10 elements which are of integer type. Okay. Now let us go to the example part. Let me write here something first so that I will explain it to you. Example. For example, an array is like a train. Okay. The engine is the 0th position. The second one will be the first position. It will be second, then third, till the end. Then last, which is 31. I have literally counted all of the coaches. So now I'm gonna explain it with an easy form. This is how an array is stored. Okay, the first box is the 0th position, then first, then second, and then third position till 31st. Let us remove the 31 and we will write 4, 5, 6 so that it will be easier for you to understand. Okay. When I enter the first element, that is 20, then it will be stored in the 0th position. Then second element will be stored in the first location, that is in the first coach. Now if you want to calculate the size of any array, then as I told you before, the size of integer or any data type multiplied by the number of elements present in the array. So I'm gonna give you an example now. Integer. Let us take integer type only. It will be much easier for you to understand. Int a. Array name can be any variable name, so it can be b or c or d, whatever you want. And let us take the number of elements to be 10 so that it will be easier for you to calculate. So size equals to is size of integer into 10 elements, that is equals to 40 bytes. Now if you are given a question that if the base address of the array is 1000 and you have to find the address location of the 0th element or the second element. So it is an integer array, so I'm gonna write 1004 now, and plus 4 bytes is 1008. So you understand that it is very easy to calculate the address of any array element. So the address of the second position element of the array is 1008. So now if the size is given and whatever value the user is gonna enter is exceeding the limit, then it will not be entered in the array. Let us see the example. See, on the second coach of the train, I have entered 2, then at the third position 1, and if we write the elements from all of those, means all of those are filled completely until the 31st also. 31st is also filled now. So if we enter another number, then it will provide an error or it will not be stored anywhere. So no more elements now. Hope you have understood the theory part. Now we will see the coding part. So first of all, in the void main, we will write int a, b, c, d, e. See, there are 5 different variables, but I can also write it as a of 5. See, it is very convenient this way. I can initialize the values by three methods. A of 0 equals to 1, means 0th position equals to 1. Then A of 1 equals to 2. Now if I wanna initialize it at the time of declaration, then I will use this statement. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is stored in the array. If I want the user to enter the elements, then so first of all we will give user and statement that printf enter 5 numbers. Okay, 5 elements. Printf enter 5 numbers. So I'm not gonna write scanf ampersand of a of 0, a of 2, a of 1, a of 2, a of 3. I can use a for loop instead of that. So I'm gonna use for loop now. I of 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. But we haven't initialized the I part. So I'm gonna write I after int. So in the for loop, we are gonna input scanf %d comma ampersand e of ith location. So let us build this now. Okay, 0 errors. Let's run this program. I'm gonna input the numbers now. 1. Okay, done. What if we wanna print the array elements too? So I'm gonna copy the for loop now, and instead of scanf we will use printf over there. See, we have put ampersand over there, it will give an error, but it is not shown over there. 1, 2, 3. It will give us a garbage value. See? So I'm gonna remove the ampersand now from the printf statement. Now it will give the correct values. 0 errors. 1, 2. I'm gonna input the same elements now. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct output. So I think you have been cleared with the 1D array, and the code is very easy to understand too. So let us move on to the 2D array part. We will do the theory part, then example, then program. So 2D array is an array within an array, also known as matrix, and the position can be accessed by its indices. And declaration is data type, array name, and row and column. So let us see the example now. You must have seen a lot of examples of 2D array. For example, a tree of eggs, or example, a tree of eggs. The array is like the orange box over here. So I'm gonna write the indices over there. 0, 1, 2, 3. It is a 4 by 4 matrix. Input some data in the matrix. At the 0th position there is 1. Then at 1, 2th position there is 1. Then let us enter 1 at the 3, 3 position of the matrix. There are no elements present in the array. Then the 0 is by default given to those places. Okay, so let us go to the code part. Now a of 4 was 1D array, so I'm gonna write 4 once more so that it will become a 2D array. I can initialize it by a00 equals to 1, a01 equals to 2, like that. If I wanna initialize it in the one line only, then I will remove this now. Then I will write a of 4 equals to, in curly braces we have to write it by row comma row comma row, and the first row has to come inside, yes, this inner brackets. Now if you think that this is too much for you, let us change it to a33 so that it will be much easier for you. Now we will remove the extra elements from this one too, from this one too, and we will completely remove the 4th row because this is a 3 by 3 matrix. If I wanna enter the elements from the user only, so I will use the for loop once more, but we will use for loop inside another for loop. This is called a nested for loop. Okay, 3 elements only, I plus plus. I will use another variable as j. J equals to 0, j less than 3, j plus plus. Then printf enter element, position of I, position of j, and ij, and scanf ampersand a of ij. Now if I wanna print it too, then I will copy the nested for loop again. I will remove the scanf part completely. Yes, I only want the position to be printed, so %e equals to the third % will be of the array element. So I'm gonna add the array element after ij. And let us build this. Yes, we haven't declared j yet, so I will declare j after I. Now it will give 0 errors. Yes. Now enter element 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the position and the array element is printed. I think you have understood the 1D array and 2D array completely now. We'll be uploading another video tomorrow of next topic. And thanks a lot guys for your support. Do like, share and subscribe if you haven't yet. And thank you.